Mike pattern today is March 3rd. Update on BTC. I won't make the video long. Things still look pretty decent. We are chopping around. The 2 days closing tonight, which is very important to me. Also, another important time from that we need to watch out for is the 5-day, which closes in 3 days. So by Sunday, we should have a confirmation if this is going to be a hidden bull diff or we're going to go actually a little bit lower to the downside. The only downfall to what I'm telling you right now is that the weekly doesn't have a big enough wick for me to be happy that this is a local bottom into further topside for like a 55 or a $59,000 mark. I doubt we're going to get that high. Even if we do happen to get a hidden bull dip, it's probably going to give us a retest to the downside first before continuation to the top side. The idea that we don't have a weekly wick, it doesn't sit well with me at all. We don't even have sorry about that. We don't even have a 2-week wick, unfortunately. So within the next 10 days, like I said before, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty confident we're gonna get a little bit of a dump down back down to 36,000. On the short term, though, things look pretty good. We are still ranging in the 1 hour channel. If you look at this from a low and a high perspective, um, we really haven't swept the lows yet. We swept the highs, but it's still just chopping around. Now, what happens when we chop around? There's two things. Usually, when you chop around when you're bullish and you want to reset all the indicators or the oscillators before you go to a further top side of a target. I'm looking strictly at the 3-hour and 5-hour per resets. The 1 hour already reset overnight. So my main prerogative right now is to see what happens on the 3-hour or the 4-hour resets on the PTT and the RSX. A little bit of an algo fire like this with a cross. PTT, a little bit of an algo fire. The histo is on the top side, which is actually pretty bullish. I'm not quite worried as of yet. MSTX is about to cross, but this is a beautiful bounce zone. I'm pretty sure that we're going to get some kind of reaction here, right here, boom, like this. So I don't want to see BTC go down to like 40,000, unfortunately, even though it looks like we're going to get some downside potential today. If you take a simple fib from the bottom to the top, you want to see BTC hold that $41,000 mark. If you want to do the higher low, which a lot of people do, which is fine, which is normal, you don't want to see BTC go under the golden pocket of the higher low. That means that we're going to come back down to retest this area, which is normal, breakout retest. But I mean, it's kind of deep for a bullish continuation because why? If there's different behaviors and different circumstances. We hit this top zone so many times, guys, so many freaking times. This supply up here has been tapped so many times. So if we can't break above it now, after this third attempt or whatever, 1, 2, 3, this fourth attempt, any move back down what are the chances they're going to give us another attempt to the top side? Like, there's no reason for us to go all the way down here just to come back all the way back up on top, right? Now, if this was a fresh supply zone, meaning like if we were here and we didn't have this PA over here, say this PA didn't exist, say all this PA right here didn't exist, okay? Say this didn't exist and we were somewhere over here. You know what? I could actually make it even cleaner for you guys. This way, give me this. And say we were somewhere here, right? If we were here, yeah, of course. This is definitely a blind short. You tell yourself, okay, once we break under the previous range high, you want to short, you want to short this, stop loss being on top here, and you want to target the breakdown, which is normal, right? And that's something like that pretty much took place. We went all the way down, make this a little faster. Boom. Then you probably exit as much as you can over here and leave whatever you want for like a moon bag or whatnot. But anyway, stuff like that are normal. But when you get to this point and you say, okay, this is my third attempt to this supply zone, right? Third attempt to the supply zone, rather fourth attempt to the supply zone, and you can't break above it, there's a problem. There's a problem. But you're going to get your normal retracement. This is a reaction to the supply zone. And then you want to assume that it's going to be a bullish retracement. So a bullish retracement doesn't really break the golden pocket of the higher low. If you want to take it from the main low and put it down here, then you want to assume that the $41,000 to $40,000 range must stay with a high time frame close. High time frame close to me is a daily candle. I don't even want to see 4-hour closes on the $41,000, to be honest with you. And the way I see this whole structure being played is that this was your flip, right? So you basically had your consolidation before you made it down, before you made a low. Then you again consolidation before you made another low. I don't want to break this. I don't want to break this like at all right now. We did it already twice. So I'm going strictly based off behavior right now, right? 1, 2. I don't want to break this line going down. Normally, logically, yes, you're gonna target your box down here and say, when it gets down here, I'm gonna buy it. But That's too deep for me right now, based on the circumstances. If the circumstances weren't as such, then yes, you will target the golden pocket of the whole move, which is probably going to be, I think, 38,000 golden pocket, $37,000, which is normal, right, of the whole move. But in this case, because we've attempted so many times to break above this structure, I don't think, I don't think this is bullish if it comes down here. I don't. Again, this is just by my bias. In regards to oscillators, we finally got a 12-hour RSX algo fire, so we have to be very careful now. The PTT is officially red. We did get a red arrow. We have to be very, very cautious. The only thing that I'm seeing that shows me that we have probability of continuation is that the trend line on the PTT, I mean on the MSTX, is pointing to the top side. Pointing to the top side. Boom, boom. Hold on. There we go. The PTT on the 12-hour is giving us that retest to the top side, which more likely than not usually ends up going to the top, giving us a lower high, and then dumping down. So I think that regardless of where this goes, hopefully it doesn't break that $41,000 or maybe wicks to 40,000. We're gonna still see a little bit of top side. The weekly oscillators, they look beautiful to me. It's beautiful. Obviously, this is not a macro bottom for a bullish continuation to 60,000 all-time highs, but they look good enough for us to get continuation of whatever move we get. So what I'm preparing is I'm preparing some cash on the side to bring a little bit more spot into the market, and I'm going to hit the next low pretty hard. My ultimate target should be this order block up here, as high as we can get into this order block, regardless of where we go. That weekly order block in my eyes should get tapped. So hopefully when we do happen to get a next upcoming dump, whatever high or low we put in will result in a move back up to at least $53,000 to $55,000. There's also a trend line here that we need to be cautious of. And that's BTC for me. I mean, I don't really have anything else to tell you about BTC. We've gotten in the lower time frame. Everything looks okay. We're resetting the oscillators. There's this new thing that I've been tracking, which was Wednesday high, Wednesday low. I don't know why, but BTC has been doing some weird ranges with Wednesdays. I'll confirm it when I have a little bit more testing in place. So ultimate target, take that high. For the love of God, take that damn high. Take that high, take that 45K high, and you can reject anywhere you want in this zone. Now, this is a big box, but ideally what you want to see is, or is it yearly open tapped, which is sitting at 46.2. Yearly open, sitting at 46.2. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. And then the most important area that you want to be watching is the over-under. Now, what is an over-under? When people get trapped. This is a trap right here. So this line over here, 49.3, for me is very, very important. And it might not be important to a lot of people, but to me it is, because that is the final trap. This was a trap, the final trap that broke down everything. So once we get above this consolidation, this little consolidation right here, the high is roughly about 48.6. You're going to automatically teleport to that 49K. This little trap of people here. That's it. That's what BTC is. Nothing else on the oscillators I want to show you guys. I did want to show you the 3-day if we're getting closer to a bottom. Signal line. Where are you? Signal. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost at a cross, guys. We're almost at a cross. The daily break above, the 2-day break above the 50? No, it didn't. See, we're still on that 50, the middle. You want to assume that once we get above this 50 mark on the RSX, once we get above this 50 mark on the RSX, we're going to go shift for exhaustion to the top side, like up here. Right, I'll go. I think the daily RSX looks pretty healthy to me, and it's probably going to go for a dip. What I mean by dip is a bear dip. So, for example, the RSX comes up here, becomes red. You get your bear div, right? I go fire to the bear div. Price goes up, and then that's when you get your dump down. That's what I'm probably looking for. But I'm looking for that daily dip. If not, like for example, this is a buy, right? This is a signal buy. The signal line is curled to the top side, found support at the mid, and the trend line is under it. This is a typical daily buy signal. But the only thing is that it's from a signal line, so it's a little delayed. But we can still get a retest before this thing kicks in. So if I don't get a 12-hour div, bear div, or at least a daily bear div, I can't assume this trend is over yet, right? This little micro up movement that we're getting right now, you know? I cannot assume it. So we're still waiting for that dip, waiting for that dip, waiting for that dip, somewhere up here. Guys, cheers. Trade safe. Any questions, feel free to DM me.